Hi, this is our login screen for the clinic management. So first of all, I will log in with the admin user. So once it's login in admin user, we have all the parameters for the clinic management software. Here you can create all the doctors. You can create the doctor master, then the insurance networks, then the pair networks, then the create the users for using this software, and you can assign the permission for each user. Then operational parameters means the diagnosis parameters, treatment parameters, prescription parameters, then the invoice items, lab test parameters, all the parameters you can set here. So based on these parameters, the software will take the data and it will show the parameter details. Okay, then the medicine details you can add it here, and here you can create the favorites group for the medicines, and we can add medicine to that favorites group. See, for example, the one doctor, he can create some particular favorites group for the common uh, diseases. So instead of typing each medicine name one by one each for each patient, he can create a favorite group and he can add all the common medicines for a particular diseases. He can set it, and once the patient come, he can just select that favorite group. So it will automatically fill all the what they call the medicines, and if he need to remove any medicine, he can just remove that particular medicine, and he can save it that way. So he can save the time of entering the medicine each time for each patients. So that is the favorites group medicine. So here you can create the for each doctor, they can create their own favorites group. So for example, now I'm just selecting one doctor. So he already created some group: chest pain, cough, fever. Okay, so these are the common diseases coming. So he just create some group. Then after that, he can add the common medicines for to that particular group. Okay, so when you select that doctor, he will get all his favorite group. So when you select on that one, it will show all the medicines under this particular group. Okay, so for example, chest pain. For chest pain, maybe this medicine normally once a day, duration maybe for 3 days, quantity uh, one tab. Okay, and another medicine, I'm just adding some example. Okay, there's an injection once a day, duration 2 days, maybe one bottle. Okay, this parameter also we can add it here. So injection. Okay, like this we can add it. So when he select the group, so it will automatically it is there. So once the patients come, he can just select that particular group. Okay, now coming to this uh, prescription parameters, here we are adding all that those information, type, skin green, frequency, once a day, twice a day. This all dynamic, we can add it according to the usage, and the duration, then the quantity type, then the unit of measurement, then the taken type. This all dynamic, we can add n number of parameters. Okay, based on that, this particular details coming here: the frequency, the duration, the quantity, the this all based on that parameter. Okay, so then coming to favorite group diagnosis. Okay, diagnosis also he can make some groups. Okay, so he can chest pain, ear pain diagnosis, fever diagnosis. There is some code for each diagnosis diseases. So that For that one, he can create the diagnosis group. Then he can add diseases. This one, like diabetic mellitus due to this one, glaucoma secondary type. So this is ear pain diagnosis. I'm just adding some sample data. Okay, he can just select that one. It's a primary disease or secondary diseases. All we can add it here. Okay. Then coming to this is related to the accounts. So the account, start of account, everything we can create it here. Then the statutory settings for the entire software settings, we can add all the settings here. Then terminal setting for each terminal. Okay, which printer, which printer, which account the data should, the income should go. All the information we can set it here. Okay, then the purchase settings, then the backup and change password. So we'll start with the day-to-day operations. Okay, the dashboard will come like this. Okay, here in the dashboard we can see there is a two section. Okay, the second section, it will show all the patients comes today. Okay, so our software is working like, once the patients comes, we need to create a consulting queue. Okay, so once the consulting queue created, so they will be in this list. Okay, once that particular person or patient going to the doctor's room, we can just right click and we can click select the option add it to doctors therapist window. Okay, so once you click here, this queue will come to here. So this queue means the doctor also will have the software, and doctors also will have this kind of dashboard. So he can see that this patients came here. Okay, so if he can just double click, so he can open the patient's file. Okay, now here we can find the patients. Okay, here once the patient finish the consulting with the doctor, he can create the flag consult finish, and he can assign the amount also, his consulting fees and all. Then here you can see that doctors or patient visit history. Okay, from date to date you can see all the patient's history, and by doctor wise also you can see. Then the appointments, we can make the appointment for patients. Okay, for example, tomorrow I need the appointments for this doctor, we can create here, and here you can see all the appointments list. Okay, now here the visit history of particular person, patient or the doctor, and here the collection summary. Okay, from this date to this date, the collections from the patients. Okay, now once a new patients comes, we are opening their file, new file. The file number will come automatically. Okay, date of registration, patient name in local language, date of birth, everything we can add it here. Okay, blood group, nationality, emirate, this all we can type it here. Then the document type, their ID information. Okay, then the document number, then residency type, this language, the local language, this all we can add it dynamically. Then the insurance details, then patient's image also we can upload. And if it is a UA case, we can just click on read EMID, so that it will all this information will read from the Emirate side. Now I will just show one example. So this is the file number, this is the RIATI file number, that is related to the ministry. This is a patient name, their age, their blood group is not selected, then nationality, mobile number, the document ID. Okay, then their insurance details. So all this information we can choose from here. So there is insurance networks. Okay, this all we are adding here, the insurance network and payer networks. So based on that, we can select the data. and once you save, you can upload their ID or any other test result or something. We can upload here. All those documents we can see it here also. For example, this particular patient, I have a ID. Okay, so that ID we can add it here. Document name, for example, their national ID or something. Dot type. Okay, candidate's ID, or even their previous test result also we can add it like this. Okay, you can choose the upload document type. Okay, select the document. Okay, upload. Okay, so data we can see that one. Okay, it will come here. Okay, so this is how we are creating the patient. Once the patient created, so it will automatically open the appointment screen, or we can go here, we can find the patients by their mobile number. Okay, then right click, or just you can click create consulting. So here we are just selecting which doctor he need to see. Okay, for example, I'm choosing this doctor. Okay, I'm just adding, and if patients want to see one more patient doctor, we can just click here add, then another doctor also he can select and he can add, so it will be in the 2 doctors list. Otherwise you can just click on save. Okay, so once the consult ID creates, it will come here. Okay, so here we can present status reported, we can change the option like change status to waiting. Okay, so the doctor, when he see his dashboard, he can see that this patient is waiting. Now I will show the patient's doctor window also. Now I'm choosing here, he can choose I don't know which name I given, not this one. There is a when you create the users, you can link the user with the doctor. Okay, not this one. This one. Okay, I will change here. Oh, sorry, this one Dr. Marwan. Okay, I will create one more consulting ID. Okay, create consulting Dr. Reggie. Okay, now when I go here, yeah, now you can see this is doctor's software terminal. You can see here one patient is reported. Now once the patient going to this particular doctor, we can make it add it to doctor's window, so it will come here. This means this patient goes inside the doctor's room. Okay, now now it's here. When you double click, the patient's file will open. So here you can see all his previous histories here, diagnosis. Okay, this is a previous history. You can see diagnosis, medication, what medication given, in the treatment plan, chief complaint and pre-consult value. Chief complaint and pre-consult value means once the patients come, the nursing station, they can enter all their temperature, VP, everything he can enter. He can enter, and the doctor can see here the values here. Okay. Now I will check on file having the previous documents or something. Yeah, this one. Okay, this one all the consulting dates. So when you click here, now there is not data entered, that's why it's not showing here. So when you click on each date, the doctor can see that on this particular date what is the diagnosis, what is the treatment plan, what is the medication, all he can see. And for the current date, he can enter the information here. Diagnosis he can type, or he can just choose from this one, diagnosis code. You can just select this one like this. Like this he can add, and the treatment details also. You can, there is a course for treatment details also. Otherwise, we can just enter the details. Okay, for the medication, we can add the prescription here. Okay, now I just choose the doctor. Okay, now this one we were talking about before. This is favorite group, this is favorites. So when you click on favorites group, now this doctor having 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. Okay, now the person came with the chest pain or something. Okay, when I click on here, he can see that for chest pain what are the common medicine added. Okay, now I just double click, so all the medicines come automatically here. Now if there are any changes, he can just double click. Okay, he can change, instead of this 2 days, maybe he need to take 40 days, 4 days, and maybe something. Okay, he can add it. And if another medicine also he want to add, he can add it like this. Okay, this is the common medicines he just selected. Okay, add it. Okay, then he can update. Okay, the prescription print will come. Desktop, I will show the prescription. Okay, now here it will come like this. Okay, you can take the printout and we can give to patient. Okay, once this one close, the medicine details will come automatically here, and he can finish consulting. Okay, then when you click on finish consulting, the doctor can decide how much amount the reception people need to take for the consultation. He can choose the predefined amount, or he can manually enter the amount, or he can just exit this one. Okay, so the system will ask you you want to finish this file. Okay, if you click on finish, so the queue will go and it will come to this finish consulting. Okay, so here we can make the invoice from the reception side. Here we can enter the details, consulting or injection, whatever. Okay, so this information, when for example consulting, okay, this information we can predefine. Okay, just go here, lab test parameters. Okay, sorry, not lab test parameters, plus invoice items. Okay, for example here, consulting fees. Okay, here we can put a standard rate. Okay, if there is tax, we can put the tax code. Then consulting fees, injection. Okay, you can put the amount like this. So we will see. So when you double click on generate invoice, when you click here, type here injection, it will automatically come, and the rate also will come. Consulting. Okay, this is all predefined. If you want to change, you can change it also. Okay, after that you can select how the customer, the patient paid by cash or by credit card, or if it is insurance. Okay, if it is cash, you can select, and which doctor you can choose, update. So it will save the invoice also. Okay, once you comes to collection. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't pay this amount. I just choose the option only. I didn't put the amount there, paid amount. Okay. Now, if I go to collection, so I can see here, this day I received 170. Okay. Now, coming to this history, here also we can see that the histories. Okay, by patients or doctor wise also we can see the patient information. Okay, so from this date to this date, for this doctor, how many patients came. Okay, total 9 records. You can convert to PDF or Excel. Then here also visit history, you can see all the visits. Okay, 537 patients visit. This also we can filter by doctor name. So only that particular doctor patients will patients will show here. By consulting status also you can find. Then then the collection also we can check. Okay, by date wise. Okay, so we can see the patient's collections. Okay, then for example, one patient he already see the doctor, but he didn't pay. Okay, maybe next time he is paying. So in that case, we can see here customer due, that means patient's due. So when you click here, you can see here this patient is spending this amount. Okay, when you double click here, we can see that he didn't pay this amount. Okay, then once he paid, okay, you can see here customer payment, pending customer. You can select here, you can put the amount by cash or check or credit card, update. So it will go from there due. Okay, now now scale 150. Okay, now this is the main operations. Now for the financial side, there is a report side. We can see all the invoices summary. So here sales report, you can choose the date. So in that particular date, you can see how many invoices for which doctor. This all we can see here. Okay, how much total invoices we have. Okay, then the purchase related options. We can enter the information for the purchases. Okay, purchases for the clinic. Okay, then the expense entry, daily expenses. Okay, different kind of expenses we can we can add it here. Okay, like this, migration expenses. This all we can see. Then later we can see the reports, the expenses reports. Okay, then the patient's visit history, patient's list, customer advance history, all we can see here. Then okay, so this is a prescription, another prescription screen. Here also we can here there is more details we can add it here. Okay, the diagnosis we can add it here. Then the then the medicines name we can choose it here. Take and time. This is some more detailed prescription. The other one is simple one. Okay, total 20, how many days, start date, all we can add it here. Okay, or add it like this. Okay, then we can save it. It will be like this. Okay. We'll see the doctor also here. Then the doctor can make the lab request also. You can make the lab request for that particular person. Okay. Here we can see blood sugar like this. You can add it. Then he can save it. Then he can take a printout and he can give to patient. So he will go and he will take the test. Okay, then we will come back. Then another option, you can make the appointment also with this doctor, maybe tomorrow, maybe 3 o'clock. Okay, approximate minute, 30 minutes. Okay, save. So when you go here, appointments, you can see here. Okay, and from here, once the patients come, from here you can double click, you can create the consulting. Okay, then you can generate. So this is the just a summary of this clinic software. There is lots of options are here. So this is the main options I just explained.